Hello guys, so we are back with the next lesson. We are going to discuss the hard questions on the SAT suite, right? So here we have one of these. So it says that this equation models the number of members T years after the gym opens. So which of the following would model the members Q quarter years after the gym opens? Now, the easiest way of doing this is find the relation between years and quarter years. Obviously, 4 quarter years would make 1 year, right? That's the idea of a quarter. So that means in this equation, whichever option do we have this is the correct one. If I were to plug in Q as 4 in these options, if I want to plug it, I should get whatever happens after 1 year. So now what happens after 1 year? That means we are plugging in T as 1. So we just plug in T as 1. So what do we get? M equals 1800 times 1.02 to the power 1. So we should get this when we plug in QS4 in one of these options. If you plug in QS4 here, I do get the same thing. It's 1800 times 1.02 to the power 1. So that has to be the correct answer. Let's move on. This one is saying that x minus 29 is x minus a times x minus 29. What's the value of a and all that stuff? Which of the following is true rather? So if you have a habit of canceling stuff like this, please don't do that. Never. So what you should do is, you see x minus 29 is there on both sides, right? So get the x minus 29 to the same side. So we get x minus a times x minus 29 minus x minus 29 is 0. Take out x minus 29 common. Don't multiply this out either, okay? Take out x minus 29 common. So this side will have x minus a, this will be minus 1. So x minus 29 times x minus a minus 1 is 0 basically, right? We get x equal to 29 or x equal to a plus 1. So they are saying which of the following are solutions to the given equation. So x is 29, yes, it is. A plus 1, yes, it is. Okay. A is not a solution here. So 2 and 3 only. So that is option C. Okay. Let's go to the next one. All right. So we have a pair of equations here, system of equations. A is some constant. They intersect at one point again. So intersection at one point means basically you are looking at when we solve them, there is only one solution. So if I solve them, set the y's equal to each other. 2x squared minus 21x plus 64 equals 3x plus a. Take everything to that side. Minus 24x plus 64 minus a equal to 0. There is only one solution. What is that solution they're asking? What is the value of x? Mind it, they're not asking for the value of a. So now if I were to divide this whole thing by 2, because kind of goes common from the first two terms at least. So we have x squared minus 12x plus 64 minus a by 2. Whatever this side boils down to is not a concern for me. What I am understanding from this question is, since this has to be a single solution, okay, only one solution, this must boil down to something minus k whole square equal to 0. Only then I will have x equal to k as my only solution, right? So to be able to do that, note that x minus k whole square boils down to x squared minus 2k x plus k squared. I need this. So this 12, I'll try to express in that form. So I have x squared minus 2 times x times 6 plus whatever that is. That means this equation must boil down to this form, x minus 6 whole square equal to 0. So the value of a will adjust itself in such a way that you get 36, because the constant term here will be 36. So if you want me to solve for what is a, then I would just solve like, okay, x squared minus 12x I've got, I need a 36. So 64 minus a over 2 is 36 and I'll solve, right? 64 minus a is 72. So a would be minus 64 minus 72, so the minus 8. Okay, but then that is not what I want. Okay, I just need the value of x. I already know that it has to be x minus 6 whole square, so x must be 6. So that is my answer. So they have given you option which has a minus 8, so that is the a value. Okay, be careful. They are not asking you for the a, they're asking you for x. All right, let's let's go to the next question. So one of the factors of this is x plus b. What is the value of b? Smallest. Okay, so let's factorize this. Clearly 2x will go common. You will get x squared plus 21x plus 104. And 104, you know, is 13 times 8, right? So that's 2x times x plus 13 times x plus 8, right? 13 and 8 add up to 21 as well. So that's a perfect split. So this is what we have. One of the factors is x plus b. So we have 2 times x means x plus 0, then x plus 8, and then x plus 13, right? These are the three things. But b is a positive constant. I can't put 0. Otherwise, I would have. The smallest possible positive value of b would be 8. So that is the answer. So this was about factorizing the expression. Let's go to the next question. So here we have exponential function hx, a to the power x plus b, and then y equal to hx in the xy passes through 0, 10. So that means if I put x as 0 and y as 10, so h of 0 is 10 basically. So I'm going to get 10 equals a to the power 0 plus b. So a to the power 0 we know is 1, so b is 9. And we know that h of minus 2 is 325 over 36. So plugging that in, h of minus 2 would be a to the power. So 325 over 36 is a raised to minus 2 plus 9, because b we know is 9. Simplifying, 1 over a squared comes out to be, now 36 times 9 is 324. So that's basically 325 minus 324 by 36. So 1 over 36. So a squared is 36. Now, since a is the base on which you have the exponent, a cannot be negative because then the function does not exist, right? So a has to be positive. So a is 6. So a is 6 and b is 9. They're asking the value of a times b. So 9 times 6, 54. So that's the third option. Let's go to the next one. So we have some values of x and some corresponding values of y. And there is a function y which is fx plus 4. And f is a quadratic function. So they're saying what is the y coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph? Y-intercept means they want f0. What is f0? That is the y-intercept. Now they're saying that y is fx plus 4. So if I replace that y as fx plus 4 to be negative 8 or positive 8 or negative 8, that means my fx would therefore be, just subtract 4. So negative 12, 4, and negative 12. That's what I'm interested in. So now they're saying what is the y coordinate of the y-intercept. So we have to figure out the y-intercept. Means when x is 0, what's y? Now see here, if you look at the values, at x is 21, it's minus 12. At x is 25, it's minus 12. At 23, which is exactly halfway, 2 gap and again 2 gap, you are at 4. So that's basically implies that this is symmetric, right? These two are same values. So it's kind of a symmetric scenario. So this must be the vertex. So vertex would be 23, comma 4. So I can write fx to be a x minus 23 squared plus 4. Now we'll just plug in one of these. We know that f of 21 is negative 12. Substituting here, negative 12 is a times 21 minus 23 squared plus 4. The 4 goes that side. So negative 16 is, and this side is 2 squared, 4a. So a is negative 4. So we have fx to be negative 4 times x minus 23 squared plus 4. And we need to figure out what is f0. So F0 would be negative 4, 0 minus 23 squared plus 4. So that's negative 4, 23 squared is 529 plus 4. So that would be, let's multiply out. You use a calculator, please. Go ahead, no problem. Uh, 2116 with a negative sign plus 4. So that would be 9 plus 2112. All right. So minus 2112 is the y-intercept of the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. That's what we need. All right. So let's move on to the next question. So this one is saying a quadratic function models the height of a object above ground, and the initial height was 10 feet. So this is 10. It's kind of similar to that previous question we did. Maximum height is 1034, and that took 8 seconds. So they're saying what is the height of the object above the ground 10 seconds after being launched. So 10 seconds later, what will it be? How high? So we need to set up the equation for this one because it's can't be done by symmetry alone. So we know the vertex is x is 8 and y is 1034. Okay, x is the time axis, this is the height axis. So that's the vertex. So your equation will be h would be a t minus 8 squared plus 1034. And now it says that the initial height is 10. That means at t equals 0, h is 10. So we have 10 equals a times minus 8 squared plus 1034. So we have 64a to be minus 1024. So a would be 16. This is 2 to the power 10. This is 2 to the power 6. If you divide, you have 2 to the power 4. So that's 16 with a negative sign. A is negative 16. I have the function. Negative 16 times t minus 8 squared plus 1034. They want you to find what is after 10 seconds. So that means you have to just plug in t as 10. Doing it here, h would be negative 16 times 10 minus 8 plus 1034. So minus 16 times 2 squared plus 1034. So that's 64. So 1034 minus 64, so that is 970. That's your third option. All right, let's go to the next one. So they're saying which of the following is equivalent to this? The easiest way of doing this, see, one way is you can take out x minus 3 as a factor forcibly and then see what's the constant and all that stuff. But the easiest way of doing this is without actually dividing anything. Just plug in some value of x, make sure that it's not 3, then it will be undefined. Plug in, let's say x is 2, because then you don't have to divide, right? 2 minus 3 is minus 1. That makes it easy. So x is 2. So the value of this expression, the expression value becomes 4 minus 4 minus 5 over minus 1. So it's 5. So let's just plug in x as 2 and see which one's 5. Here we get 2 minus 5 minus 20 over minus 1, which is not really 5, right? This one is 2 minus 5 minus 10 over minus 1. So that's, this is negative 3 plus 10. So that's not 5 either. That's x is 2. We have to plug in 2 plus 1 minus 8 over minus 1. So that's 3 plus 8, 11. Has to be this one then. Let's just check. We are putting x as 2. So 2 plus 1 minus 2 over minus 1. So that's 2 plus 1 plus 2. So that's 5 matches. That's it. In this method, if let's say more than one option came out to be 5, I mean, if the first option itself came out to be 5, don't just mark it, okay? Just move on and check all of them. If two options are matching, then try with another value and then try out between those two options and see which one works, okay? So that's the only thing that you have to take care in this process, in this approach. All right, let's move on to the next question. All right, so we have to just simplify all this exponents thing. So we have 6 times 3 to the power 5 times x to the power 45 whole to the power 1 over 5 times 2 to the power 8 times x whole raised to 1 over 8. So that's 6 times. So the powers get multiplied. 3 to the power 5 times 1/5. So 3 to the power 1. 45 by 5 is x to the power 9 times 2 to the power 8 times 1 over 8 is 2 to the power 1 x to the power 1 over 8. So this 3 times 2 is again 6 and 6 here. Well, 36 x to the power 9 plus 1 over 8. So that's 36 times x to the power 73 by 8. So they are now saying that this is actually the same as a times x to the power b. So clearly a is 36 and b is 73 over 8. You have to unfortunately add these two values, a plus b. So that's 36 plus 73 over 8. 36 times 8 is 288, I think. Yeah, 288 plus 73 over 8. So that's 1 and then is 6 and 361 over 8. Yeah, please feel free to use a calculator here. Don't waste time in calculating. I am not using one right now. So 361 over 8 is the answer to this. Okay, let's go on to the next question. So this one again, 64x squared minus something times x plus ab. The sum of the solutions is given. So remember ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Sum of roots is negative b over a. So if I do that, sum of the roots will be negative of minus 16a plus 4b over a. This they are saying is k times 4a plus b. Let's simplify this. The negative and negative cancel out, become positive. The 16, the from 16a plus 4b, the 4 can come out. You get 4a plus b by 64 equals k times 4a plus b. 4a plus b cancels out from both sides. So that gives us k to be 1 over 16. So that is the answer to this question. So let us stop here and we'll get back with the next installment of this series. Thanks for watching.